Well, I knew they weren't done yet. When Wizards of the Coast employees like A.E. Marling and Hipsters of the Coast publish articles on how to get my Patreon shut down, I knew it was coming, and it worked. The people in the Magic Judge Association and those who followed this mass reporting strategy to get my YouTube channel shut down in the first place have finally been successful and got Patreon to fire me. This is especially frustrating for me because I am one of the only Magic content creators that uses this money to put back into the channel. And because of that, this hurts all of you directly. It would be worse if I was living off it, certainly, but the anger I feel right now is probably hard to describe. I'm quiet and I'm calm, but I assure you I am very angry, and I will be getting to the bottom of this. This afternoon, I received an email from Patreon. It read, "Hello, Jeremy. My name is April, and I am on the Trust and Safety team here at Patreon. And I want to let you know that your creator pages have been removed because you recently doxed members of your online community. This is 100% false. Never dox anyone. But we know that the judges were using that narrative when they literally called the police and sent the police to my house. And when the police showed up, I showed them exactly what I did, and guess what they said? They said I did nothing wrong. They said I did nothing illegal. They said I didn't dox anybody. But you have to understand that the type of people who want to silence me, that for some disgusting reason are protecting pedophiles, know how to make companies bend the knee. And while the amount of people that will be celebrating this as a victory will be much larger than the people who understand how wrong this is, the only thing I can focus on right now is to replace that income. It wasn't a ton, and I know we can do it. But to top things off, I didn't get a chance to email my patrons, my existing patrons. I had about $1,000 a month in that Patreon. And it was all going directly to the channel. It bought this new microphone. It bought extra monitors so I can stream. It upgrades the internet. It buys the product behind me. When I knew they were attacking me, I made a maker support page because I know the owner there, and the owner will never fall for these tactics. Friends of mine have been with them for many months. It's the exact same thing as Patreon without bending the knee to outrage mobs. I know it's annoying because you probably have to create another account, but I'm asking if you value the work that we did to expose the pedophiles in the Magic the Gathering community. If you value the no-nonsense content about important topics that other people aren't willing to talk about. If you value the content around games other people aren't covering, consider going over to Maker Support and throwing $1 or $2 in the hat. It doesn't have to be much. A couple hundred people do it, and we're right back to where we were. The ultimate screw you to these assholes would be as if we had even more people doing it than we had before. That's really my goal. I don't care if it's $1 more than what we were making before. I give you this pledge, as I always have. 100% of that money goes back into the channel. I use that money to travel to the Grand Prix, to cover Grand Prix. I use that money to go to Gen Con, to cover Gen Con. Every penny you donate to the channel goes right back into the channel. And I know it's going to be annoying to create a second account. I know that. I really do. But I can promise you, it's worth it. We have to show these people that you can't silence. This channel isn't going anywhere. And if not one person backs, I will continue to move forward at the rate I was. But if we can band together and just replace it like that, what a powerful statement that would be. Even if I'm able to appeal this, which, by the way, this is the very first email I ever got from Patreon. They never asked my opinion on anything. They just took the word of whatever people were actively trying to shut my Patreon down, which now I've requested their names, and I will be pursuing this to the fullest extent. Because now we know they're willing to lie to hurt the channel financially, to try and silence us, to try and keep cat treats out of Colt's mouth. And you all have been so patient and so helpful along the way. I really, really, really hate doing this video. But if we don't rise up and offset this, then they win. Then that means the next time somebody finds something horrible going on in the Magic community, they're not going to say anything because they're afraid that they're going to lose their Patreon support. And it's not a lot of money, but it was going for the channel. So these assholes hurt you. And if you decide to take the 5 minutes out of your day to join Maker Support and support the channel, I give you my word, I will leave no ass unblasted. I give you my word that I will always be honest, and that I'll always do what I think is right for the gaming community. And that I'm not going anywhere. I will not abandon you and disappear. I'm right here. I will continue to answer your emails, chat with you in live chats, Discord. I'm here for you. But at this time, got to stick my hand out temporarily. Thank you all. We'll beat this. It's just a bump in the road.